this drawing is inspired by In the Swamp by the Light of the Moon. I'm going to show you how I sort of map out my drawing so that I can draw everything. So right now I'm drawing the middle ground and the subject of the drawing, which is the guitar being played by the frog. So first I'm starting with the instrument, and then I'm going to draw the frog holding the instrument so I know where his hands are supposed to go. So I have to have the instrument there first so I know where his arms and his hands are supposed to go. Then I'm going to erase the part of the instrument that gets overlapped by his arms so that you can tell it's being overlapped. So just follow the step-by-step drawing or little drawing guide for your animal. And if you want to be inventive on your animal, you can. It doesn't have to even be a frog, okay? So you can be creative. But make sure it's playing some kind of instrument. So now I have my middle ground, right? Now I'm drawing the foreground, the things that are going to be in front of it. So the things that are closest to the viewer. So it's almost like you're looking into the swamp and there's plants all around you. You can see as I go back up, I have that horizon line dividing the backgrounds, so the sky, from the swamp, from the bottom. So the middle ground you can see has the rock, the lily pads, the tree trunks kind of in the background, and then the actual background starts above the horizon line. So there's that line that passes through the frog or passes through your animal, and it's going to continue on the other side, and that's going to be the line dividing the surface of the water from the sky. Okay, so here is the alligator drawing. It's the same type of drawing. So I'm going to start out drawing the instrument, same process. Drawing the bottom of the alligator, following the drawing guide. So I'm looking at it too. That's how I did my drawing. So I kind of mapped out where his head was going to go just by drawing ovals and circles because that helps me refine my shapes into more detailed shapes. But if I do that first, it really helps me with the placement of everything. I raised the drum up a little bit higher so his hands could reach it. I always modify as I go along. If I see something that needs to be fixed, I erase and I redo it. That's not always the best thing to do, but do it if you really need to, okay? Otherwise, try to work through your mistake and see if you can make it something usable. So, just like in the other video, follow along with the drawing steps. I have a more detailed video if you want to see a slower, more thought out version of this, okay? So, I'm drawing the details of the drum. Now I'm drawing more of the middle grounds, which is the log that they're sitting on. And now I'm going to draw my foreground. Right here is a little trick you can do if you need to. Just put one hand on top of the other to show which thing is overlapping and like which thing would be showing and what thing would be hidden. So again, just like in the frog drawing, I'm going to go around the bottom and the sides to create the foreground and add a little bit to the middle ground. Not too much, but mainly focusing on overlapping things in the foreground. Try to fill the space in the front and the sides as much as you can by overlapping different drawings of different types of plants. If you want to add a character of interest, you could add like your bug or you could add another animal. So you can be creative. It can be any kind of composition or layout that you envision. So try to keep it in the swamp setting, but you can use any instruments and any animals, and the animals don't have to be playing an instrument as long as you have one instrument in the picture. And also, don't forget to add the moon behind your animal, somewhere in the background. Okay, so now I'm going to Sharpie all of the outlines. I'm not going to color anything in yet, only maybe the nostrils and the eye. I'm going to Sharpie all of the outlines, and then I will go back and I will erase. The type of Sharpie that I use to outline is an ultra fine point Sharpie. That means it's a super, super skinny line. Once you finish your Sharpie, go ahead and erase all of those pencil marks from before and make sure you didn't accidentally erase anything. Sometimes I do that, so go back and add that line back in if you need to. Add any finishing details, and that's it for this step. So now this is done for this week. don't color it in. Don't color it in, because next week our lesson is going to be on color, okay? So in order for your picture to have all your elements stand out and make it really bright and fun and colorful, we're going to talk about strategies to do that. We're going to talk about warm and cool colors and things like that. So don't color it in. I know it's so tempting. Hopefully this is a lot of work, so it took a little energy out of you guys. So hold it. You can look at it, put it up on your wall if you want, put it in a folder somewhere you can keep it safe for next week. You could even, well, you're going to be scanning it into me anyway, so think about that. You could make a copy of it, and you could have 2 versions. So in case something doesn't go right, you have a backup. So you are going to be uploading this in lesson 1.30. So you're going to submit it this week just like this, okay? And then you'll color it for next week's grade in a different lesson. So good luck. I think you're going to do an amazing job. Just take your time and focus on like those tricky areas with overlapping. Focus on those so that you can try to get those done right. If you accidentally Sharpie or outline or erase something the wrong way, it's okay. You'll fix it. It'll be fine. Even if I accidentally left the lines on there, it's not a big deal. It'll be just a small little thing. No one will notice. So now I'm just adding some last minute finishing touches, and then I'm done. Cool. Alright, so that's it for my drawing for today. That's it for your drawing for today. So good luck and have fun.